Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria. Welcome to Mosaic Maria. I thought I would share a really cool, retro, easy, economical dish. Right now, pork chops are so economical, it's incredible. So I got a pack of 3 very thin pork chops with a little tiny bit of bone in it that I'm just going to leave it in there. And just a tiny bit of fat that I'm going to leave in for flavor because there isn't much going on here. For $2.30. Can't go wrong. And then I had a coupon too. And I got these at Tops Friendly Market. So my grandmother, my dad's mom, used to make this recipe that she said my grandfather found. And I did some research on this recipe. And it's really hard to find it anywhere anymore because it was in a newspaper clipping back in the 60s or 50s, or maybe on the back of a box. Most recipes are calling it pork chop Arabian stew, but it goes like this. I spent a couple weeks in Florida with my grandmother. We went to visit my brother and my sister-in-law, and she just cooked the whole time and gave us recipes that she did. So she said 1 cup of rice to 1 cup of water and some salt, 1 to 1.5 cup of water. I just cover my rice. Everybody makes their rice different. Cook 20 minutes covered. Trim off the fat on your pork chop. That's such a little bit. I'm going to leave it. Like I said, everybody makes their rice different. Because I'm making pork chops Arabian, I played with my rice a little bit. I used white long grain rice, Wegmans brand, and I added to it 2 cups of water. I rinsed my rice really good. I shook it and rinsed it really good because it's white rice. And brown rice, I would do the same. I want to stop it right there because it's going to bake in the oven. A lot of people like that crust you get on the rice. But what I did was I added to this 2 cups of water, a dash of paprika, a good dash of turmeric, a dash of curry, 1 packet of no sodium Herbox chicken broth, some basil and Italian seasoning, and parsley. Just a dusting of salt, pepper, and what else did I put in there? I think that's it. Could be parsley at the end. That's it. So I let it come to a boil, stirring it, and then I put my lid on it for 20 minutes on low, and that's good. You could do whatever. You could play with your rice however you like. So you need a pan, 9 by 13, usually 4 pork chops. You don't have to have green pepper, but if you have pepper, you can use it. The idea of this is you're going to layer it with onions. I salt and peppered, I pat dry, washed my pork chops. You're just going to layer it with the onion. This comes out so delicious every time. You're just going to, you could do rings. Mine, just the way this onion was shaped, was sort of like a Roma tomato. So I went long ways because I went long ways with my tomato. Some recipes call for a stewed tomato. You don't have to put pepper, but my grandmother said if you have pepper, use it. So I have what's lovingly called, in some places, a long hot pepper or an Italian long pepper. I'm just going to lay my peppers longwise right over there because I want it to be pretty. And then you end with the tomato. Okay. So you just get all your seeds and your pith out of there. You end with your tomato. Now, if you had stewed tomatoes, you could just, put your stewed tomatoes in there. And this is 1 Roma tomato. I could put more tomato in there, but I think that's plenty. Okay. So you layer the onion, the tomato, as long as the tomato's on top because it makes it look prettier. And then you spoon your rice over it. So I'm going to do that. Come right back because I have laundry going. So I got to get it out before my neighbors do. I'll be right back. So now I spooned some of my rice over the top of it. And you just take a little tiny bit of olive oil. I got an escapee onion here, so I'm going to throw that in there. And you just put a little drizzle of olive oil over it, just a little drizzle, like that's plenty. And you cover it with foil and you put it into a preheated, and I didn't use all my rice because that's a small pan. I don't have my 9 by 13 inch pan. I have no idea what happened to my 9 by 13 inch pan. It's just suddenly gone. I probably cooked for somebody and left it there. But I'll get another one. So you just spread out your rice. You put your foil over it. You put it into a preheated oven that's been preheating for 20 minutes at 350 with foil. Cover it really good. Put it in the center rack for 1 hour. 1 hour, 350. And then at the very end, you lift up the foil and put whatever darn cheese you want on it. My grandmother said American white cheese. It doesn't have to be American white cheese. I'm going to put pepper jack on this and a little Swiss. I'm going to mix it up. You do whatever you want. Each pork chop over the rice. It's sort of like a chicken divan in reverse without the soups. It's really delicious. The tomato, the onions, everything just really makes it even more juicy. And the pork will cook. So you don't have to sear it first. So it's really easy. Just shove it in the oven and it's done. And I will come back and show you when it's done. I hope you'll enjoy and try this recipe. It's really simple. Thanks for dropping in.